You're watching News 12. I'm Janine Rose. Big question tonight, is the Hudson Valley haunted? News 12's Blaise Gomez introduces us to a second-generation ghost hunter who says the answer is yes. It's a story you'll see only on 12.
What is it about this inn that makes it purportedly haunted?
I heard on the steps this sound, and I looked out, and I saw no one.
It's a story of hauntings.
Here, Paul, this is where I'm telling you, I feel like a shift of energy.
Inside the old Monroe Stagecoach Inn with ghost hunter Alexandra Holzer.
So I know that something inhabits this house.
Paul Miller is the president of the Cornerstone Masonic Historical Society, the group that bought the inn and one-time sanatorium that dates back to the late 1700s, more than a decade ago. Since then, he says there's been a number of spooky sightings and showed us this picture taken of a child inside 2 years ago during a nighttime Halloween party.
And sitting on the left of this child was a doll. The child, I had no doll like that.
And so he invited Holzer, a second-generation ghost hunter who lives in Chester, and us to a tour. You might notice there's a beeping in this room. It's coming from a smoke detector. And when we turned our camera off, I asked if we could take the smoke detector down and the battery out to avoid hearing it during the interview. And when I did that, oddly enough, the beeping got faster. Okay, now take a listen to what happens next. Let that one do it again.
The fact that you experienced that is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a male presence here trying to communicate. It's a manipulation of the environment to let us know that they're here.
Ironically enough, Holzer herself wants people to know she's here so she can highlight the haunting history of the Hudson Valley. In Monroe, Blaise Gomez, News 12. Haunted or not, still don't have an answer. Alexandra Holzer's father, Dr. Hans Holzer, was the late ghost hunter who preceded her. He was an author and a professor as well. And not surprisingly, Alexandra tells News 12 that he does speak to her from the dead. I have to segue now to Walt Fowler here with sports. And Walt, I know we're talking about Jason Kidd, got a good new job, and you might want to channel someone that maybe is not aware.
Maybe a successful coach from years gone by and get